beautiful out here. I love that bamboo grass. I do. Always did. It just brings back some kind of memory of mine within my soul. Some memories I'll never forget. This recurring dream I always had. At least once a year I'll have the same dream that I'm just coming down like I am now. It's weird. It's the weirdest dream. I think it's just an old memory of mine from back in the past. Many, many, many years ago. Yeah. I just keep having this dream. It's the same thing over and over again. Where I just meander down these areas like this. And all I see is a sea of grass. That's all I see. A sea of green. What you see in front of you. Some kind of memory I've had. Almost like walking into a Monet painting or something. Or shall I say, a Da Vinci painting. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get in a small creek. I know exactly where it leads. It leads us to the bigger creek. This is my first time out, so I'm just going to be strolling through these places. If I find cool things, I find cool things. If I don't, we'll just explore the lands for the next few years and try to find other things that are cool. The things we're always looking for. Yeah, but I'm not used to this area. This is my first time out in this region of Georgia. It is. Yeah. This part of the state. This part of the metro area. This is my first time out here. Yeah. So I'm hoping I can find something cool. But first I have to pay attention to the geology. To see what the natives would have used. If anything at all. Well, guess what? We're getting closer to that big creek. I can tell because the current's picking up. Yeah, I've been out here for like at least 45 minutes, and I'm almost to the end of this little baby creek right here. I haven't found jack. Not even a piece of garbage. Well, take that back. There's a couple of beer bottles I passed by about 1,000 feet ago. But it's like just strolling through heaven on earth. That's usually what I do. My first time to some spot. Is go out just strolling, trying to find heaven on earth in a place like this. Yeah, but I knew they wouldn't let me down. I knew they wouldn't. I just need that first bit of evidence that I might have new hunting grounds. And I don't mean hunting for animals. I mean a new place that I can go stroll as far and as long as I can to look for history and everything else. And I found my first piece of the day. Yes, I did. Just barely. I almost stepped right over it. That's got to be what I think it is. And it is, of course. Ooh, it's pretty rugged. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, let me find some light right quick so you can see the light. I say that every time, don't I? Look at that. Ooh, it's really solid too. It's like concrete. I guess it's what they call sand tempered. Sand and clay tempered. Look at that grit on it. It's like sandpaper. It's heavy as you know what. It's like a block of concrete. First piece of pottery out here. My first trip, but I got to be careful with it. I do. Why do I have to be careful with it? Yeah, I know it's my first example of something out here. My first trip out to this spot. And I've been here for 30 minutes. No airheads yet. But what else does this mean for us? Many things. We're going to have a good time out here. I'm probably only going to be able to make it here about 3 times this summer. There's the big creek over there. It's not that big, but it's one of those ancient creeks that's been here for thousands of years since the old ice ages. Yeah, I'm already starting to see a pattern out here. The clay-colored sands and all. Yeah. What's that bubbling? Oh, that must be my weight. Yeah. The structure of the land. But yeah, I get carried away, don't I? I do. But yeah, I see a pattern, not a lot of big gravel bars. A lot of these little tiny ones right here, which is probably going to make it very difficult to find anything at all today. But I'll tell you one thing. I've already seen a few pieces of white quartz, like broken white quartz, that just stand out perfectly, like a diamond in the rough. So in that case, it's going to be easy to see something from a distance. Yeah, but it's beautiful out here. I love seeing the transitions of light and color. Perfect. But I see something that strikes my interest right here. Yeah, what's that? That could be, no, that might be just a piece of a shattered brick or something. That's not pottery. I think I'll just keep it. It looks ancient though. It does. I think I'll just throw it in my pocket. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All this little stuff right here. It's going to be so easy but hard to find something, because there's not a lot of these out here, unfortunately. Let's hope they yield some relics out where we might look if we don't get caught. Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, that's not anything at all. You can tell that's a little rock. Dang. All right, let me keep going. I'll let you know if I find the Holy Grail, if I haven't already found it. Well, so these are what the gravel bars are going to look like the rest of the way, maybe. See what we have to look forward to. Yeah. Easiest way to search. You can see anything a mile away. Everything is tiny though, which means there's probably nothing here at all. I want to know where the real deal is. Real deal Holyfield. Man, uh-oh. I see blue sky. What does that mean right here? That means there's an open field right here. Dang it. Look at that. Oh, of course the sun's going to go away right when I try to take a reference picture. Perfect. That's all I needed. Just a cut leaf right there. I thought it was a giant piece of pottery. Look at the artwork that they make out of it. Look at that. All this art out here. I see you looking at me. I see you. Do I have to show them again what you guys look like? Do I have to? Two of you. I know you see those two eyes right there. Well, you have to think about perspective. People, come on. Is that you, Lisa? Come on. Eye, left eye, right eye, bridge of the nose. Just look at the contrast between light and dark. The leaves. And the light, representing the highlights of the face. And you. I see over there too. Look at that. There's the ear. There's the chin. There's the right eye. There's the forehead. Come on, people. Or is that you, Yeshua? I know you have long hair. I see it. There's two of them here, but, you know. No. You think that's Photoshop? No. See? Of course not. But I'll tell you what, every time I see them, you know they're talking. That's what I need to talk to you about today. I thought I heard somebody say something when I was back here about 10 feet. And I turned around real quick. And I knew they said something. I know for a fact they said something because I know a secret that I told you about in one of my videos. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I'm not sure. It's what they use to speak. The frequency of nature. The sounds of nature. Which gives them a voice. I think I mentioned that before. I'm not sure. Yeah, look at that. It's like moonlight. It looks just like an arrowhead too. But you know what? I told you how literal they are. To them, that is an arrowhead. They're going to be like, Da Vinci, you know that's an arrowhead. Well, in a three-dimensional universe, it is. When it looks like one, it is. To them. I mean, like that leaf right there, that yellow one, that's an arrowhead to them. Yeah, I know. But look at all these lines out here, all this art. The things that are a part of what time is. Motion, movement, rest, stillness. Everything that moves creates a sound, a frequency that you never hear. You'll never hear. The motions of nature. The sounds of time, what time is. The things in motion. That's why you should always try to stay in motion as much as possible. Because in a way you lengthen your time, the time of your life and your soul. But also creates your voice, a voice for you. You hear them talking now, don't you? But you're just going to say that's the rustling sound in the waters. You're right about that. But their voice is created by a combination of everything that is created by the sounds of nature. The waters, a dropping of a tree nut into the water at the same exact time. The rustling of the tree branches mixed with the sounds of the winds. A butterfly flapping its wing to create that one snap, that frequency. Everything combined creates their voice. It's what they do. It's how they create their voice. The frequency. The sounds. Look at this. Look at it. How many times have I shown you videos of a branch in the waters that's being pushed up and down and it's creating one specific sound? At a distance, created with other sounds, it creates a voice, a word, a frequency that your brain is not trained to hear. I'm starting to see white. I'm starting to get excited. Yeah, see, I told you it's going to be nice to see out here. Look at that. It stands out like a diamond. Watch my gallon float away. Best piece all day. Perfect white piece of quartz. A little dirty. Well, you know what? That's a little point right there. Look at that. Are you listening to me over there? I know you heard me. That's a little point. Look at that. I don't know if it's broken or not. I just found a little point, first point of the day. Let's pray for more. Well, I already prayed for enough. I'm out here to explore, but also be able to find my way out of here. But I know what you guys want to hear me talk about today. You want me to explain to you about the voice of nature, how to hear them. A frequency that you've never been taught how to hear before. But it's more than just the sounds of the waters. I already told you, it's a combination of everything. And you have to learn how to listen. I already told you how I love combining things. So therefore I know how to hear it. I do. You know that white quartz is going to stand out here now. We just found a diamond in the rough. But it's still beautiful out here, no matter what we see and what we don't see. Yeah, I guarantee you. Ooh, aluminum cans. But they're not flattened like I need them to be. Nature's not done with them for the meantime. Listen to that. Listen to that voice, part of the voice, part of the crackling noise. That one perfect moment in time one specific moment that is going to combine with something else at a very specific perspective in your mind, your heart, your soul. When you turn your head a certain way, you will be able to hear them when you're needed to hear them, when you're supposed to hear them. That's nice. Just taking reference pictures. Yeah. But you didn't know all that. You didn't. Angels and cherubim, all of them, they know how to teach you. They're the ultimate teachers. What do I mean by teachers? This is going to blow your mind. It starts when you're young. They have something very special. They have this special touch when it comes to dealing with children. Every single elementary school, every single teacher out there, I don't know what class it is, but they always play this game. They always make you play this game called the sound game. It's what's used to help you, to teach you how to hear them. That sound game. You don't know that sound game, do you? You forgot. But Da Vinci's never going to forget the game. He loves that game. It's the ultimate game to help teach you how to hear them. Like I said. Listen to the airplane. You don't hear it, do you? Or do you? The sound game. Sit at your desk, close your eyes, and you just listen to the sounds around you. And you write down what you hear. Do you remember that game? Do you? I bet you don't. But Da Vinci always remembers that game. One of his most favorite games as a kid. Always. And then you open your eyes and you go around the room and you tell everybody what you heard. And then the teacher blows your mind and says, did you hear the wind blow? Did you hear the bumblebee? Did you hear the wasp that's trapped between the, I'm just going off memory, I'm sorry. But you hear the wasp that's trapped between the screen and the window pane trying to get out. And watch Da Vinci stand up and run to the window to let him free. Yeah. You remember that game? They told you, did you hear the wind blow? The sounds of the cars on the freeway. The sounds of the tree branches rustling up against each other. The sounds of the squirrels fighting as they circle around the base of a tree. All that. They try to teach you when you're younger. It starts when you're young. But you don't know that, do you? You don't. You forgot about all that. Sounds of the frogs. At a distance, it would sound like something else. Combination of something that creates a voice. But the closer you get, it sounds like a frog, doesn't it? Yes. That's part of the code of nature. But there's something else that you missed. The biology of it. The biology of the combinations of it all. The science of it. Hear that frequency of that dragonfly from a distance. Gives them the hum of the voice. The tone of it. The bass, the treble. The sounds of the voice. All combined. Like the sounds of the winds. Everything. What's equivalent to that for us as humans and animals? You know Da Vinci dissected the body. The throat, the larynx. How wind and air gets thrust out of your lungs. Through your larynx, through your throat. The motions of your lips, your tongue, creating your own voice. Same exact concept with them. The winds of time. The sounds of nature. Cutting through the branches, manipulating the branches, the leaves. The waters moving through the landscape. The birds flying through the air, flapping their wings. adding to the frequency, adding to the voice, the words, the sentences, the phrases. See, earlier I thought I heard somebody say something. I don't know what it was, but it's the motions of everything that probably made them say what they said. I don't know what they said. It's perfect out here. Ooh, look at that. This one's been molded like crazy. I want that piece. Take it home and pressure wash it. Yeah, you gotta be crazy. Crap, here's our leaf. Is it intact? It is. Crap. You've got to be kidding me. Hold on. Let me get it in the light. Ooh, it's a little dirty. So enough, it's a little dirty. Best piece in about a month. Look at this thing. Needs to be cleaned off a little bit. Might need to pressure wash this. But of course the archaeologists will say, don't think about it, Da Vinci. Toothbrush will be better. Oh, it's got a broken tip, I think. My heart just skipped a beat. You gotta be kidding me. Man. This might be the best find of the day right here. Just might be. I don't know yet. Only time can tell. I'm sorry I sound so down and not excited. I'm very excited. But there's a saying that I've always known in my life. I already told you I went hardcore yesterday in my kayak and I'm burned out. I am. Jeez. But I'm very tired. A tired body equals what? A tired mind. I can barely talk as it is, let alone walk or hold my head up, because I'm getting older. Man, you don't know. You just don't know how excited I get when I find stuff like this. Reference picture for history. Have no idea how old these things are. No clue. I'm amateur. Boy. Thanks, guys. I bet that's what they said. I bet that's exactly what they said. They said over here. No, this isn't mine. If I need to throw it up on the bank, get it out of here. Cool. I made it past that. Nothing in here though. At least no footprints. I'm just glad I can locate a trail out here. But yeah, look at this imagery right here. Perfect. There's something about the glow of the light. Yes, we'll try to teach you that too. He's still trying to beat into my head. Yes. Oh, he's still trying to spank me down. Yeah, big time. Reference picture of 20 million for the month. Oh, you don't know how beautiful that really is in my mind. There's just something about it. Even as a child in Harris County, sitting around looking at stuff like this where nobody's around, struck an emotion deep inside of me. A memory that I'll never forget, that I'm always in search for. Perfect. Yeah. And look, I can't create any waves on this side because I'm cut off. So I can't disturb the imagery for you to enjoy. The glow of the light. Most perfect. The fishies finish off the image, of course. You guys are cool. Perfect. I know you guys want to continue on and go look for arrowheads and stuff. So do I. I have 10% left on this battery of mine. Let's keep going. I'll let you know if I find anything. Time to get excited. It is. I don't sound excited. I'm always excited though. Deep inside of my soul I am, of course. But body's tired. Dang. Yeah, look at that. Humongous sandbar. I walked right through it. Didn't find a dang thing. It's about 190, 200 feet long. Came across here, and then I saw the light. We're getting into a zone here. A zone of light, I guess. I don't know. Perfect. You didn't see it back there. I didn't show you these pieces, but I actually did find 2 small pieces of Native American pottery, just like the larger piece, the first piece we found. Yeah. One tiny piece, and then not a good sized chunk, but measured about another piece that measured about 2 inches by about 3. Wasn't too big. Nothing compared to the first piece we saw. But I'm praying for something to be in here. I don't know though. Oh, there's a garbage can. Dang, I didn't even see that. I'm too busy looking for other things too, like, a tree of life or something. A signal tree. Because I see hills and stuff up there. But there's just too much for me to take in. There is. Look at that. See, that could be a piece of pottery. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't want to just take the stuff out of here to go home and study and find out it's not. But one thing that gets me about that looks like that dang arrowhead we saw. That's exactly what that looks like. The one we found earlier. The red shirt one, I think it's shirt. I don't know. Yeah. Oops, what's that? Nothing. Cool little stone. What the heck? Hold on. What is that? Is that chert? I think it's chert. Look at that. Probably one of the best rocks I've ever found. This is going into my Vinci curio cabinet for sure. Look at that. I guess that's chert. I guess. I don't know. We haven't found any of that out here. Oh, I thought that was another point. Man. Look at that. It's what they made the arrowheads out of. I would imagine they kept this as art. I bet this was an art piece for them. Look what nature does. The evolution of nature. Creating the eye. The eye of us. The eye of them. A single eye. But it doesn't have the middle part, of course. I'm looking. I'm looking while I'm looking down. I don't want to miss anything. Of course, just another sign. Green acrylic paint. Da Vinci style. Paint your memories like the past. Perfect. Perfect. I keep forgetting to bring my dang lawn chair. I need to make it out someplace like this. As early as possible. Not as early as possible, but not early in the morning. Not that it matters. But I got to come out here in a lawn chair one day, many days, and just sit and drink and not feel like I have to always come out with something, you know. I want to relax for a change. I'm always working. I'm always working on something, people. I am. Trying to recover history for the human race. Paint, architecture, sculpture, geology, study, history, everything. Even the dang job I have, which takes up 90% of my time. Not broken. Not broken. Thank you, Lord. Look what I just found. Perfect. You know what that is, of course. We all know what this is. Just like many of the other ones, I'm taking a reference picture. Dang. Heck no. What do we have here? Probably a piece of glass. Yeah, piece of glass. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully that never happens out here. Boy. Perfect. Look, our first boulder of the day. I'm coming up on all these sandbars. I don't know if the creek is getting thinner or larger. I don't know. So all I see is a bunch of nothing. So I'm just walking through. Well, the video's about to come to an end. I have like 5% left on my battery. Of course, like always. And then I'm going to have 0 trying to... Look at this danger zone. Ooh, it already broke. Second I picked it up. Got to be careful. Let's hope the deer don't step on it. Man. Cool. It's lovely out here. The one thing I love about when my battery goes dead is because I get to just sit back and do nothing. I don't get to make videos. I don't. Or add to the videos. Look at all these airheads out here. You know they like to play that game. They do. Man, this one's so hard. It is so difficult when you come out here. Not here specifically, but they all look the same. That's an airhead to them. It is. And they know that. Because they don't know what we desire as a human race in our lives, like my life. They know what we desire, but they give us like, I don't know. But they think those things are airheads. See? A leaf. No, it's not. How come every time I shoot part of the video, a damn airplane, my bad, I gotta cut that out. A dang airplane flies by. You better believe we found our second perfect piece of the day. Reference picture. Crap, you can actually see through that. Just about. Almost crystal clear. Look at that. Perfect. Another piece of history out here. I've gone like half a mile, I haven't found jack, except a bunch of leaf arrowheads that look exactly the same as what we just found. Now I have to look at every leaf because it might be an arrowhead. Then you look at the leaf, and then you start discovering the truth slowly. You start to slowly discover the truth. And you start discovering every part of the piece of the puzzle. Every piece. You start to notice. Oh, crap. You better believe it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I gotta get out of here. It's like 6:53, I think. Go back. Perfect. Man. Good times in my first visit out here. You better believe we're coming back here. And not to mention that, we have thousands of acres to go search through. I need to see a real tree of life out here. Well, they're all trees of life, but you know, a large one. I'll see you guys later.